Guys, I love this book so much. I want to make sure that someone else gets to benefit from it. So I'm going to give away a book. What I'd like for you to do is comment below, what time are you committed to waking up to? And then we'll make sure to pick a lucky winner to receive a copy of The Miracle Morning. Hey everybody, I'm super excited that we're going to be highlighting one of my favorite books called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Now, if you don't know who Hal Elrod is, I highly encourage you to jump online and learn a little bit more about him. His story is absolutely amazing. I mean, at the age of 20, he was in a car crash with a drunk driver that basically he died. For 6 minutes, he was dead. He came out of a coma. They told him he was never going to walk again. And you guess what? He did. He built this great career, wrote these amazing books, and then he got some strange form of cancer. He beat that and has written even more content. So we're going to be focusing on one of my favorite books of his called The Miracle Morning. But like I said, he's got an amazing story. He's a great speaker. There's lots of YouTube videos out there. So I encourage you to learn a little bit more about our author, Hal Elrod. So what are you going to learn in this book? There's a couple things. One, and there's just no easy way to say this, and I thought about it all morning, but I'm just going to say it. You're going to learn how not to be a candy ass. What does that even mean, right? Soft. It means soft. You're going to learn how to take control of your life and really start to build a life by design and not default. How can you start thriving in your life instead of surviving? That's why I'm here today recommending this book to my audience. There's so many things to say about this book, so many great reasons why you should read it, but I really just want to focus on a couple. One, Hal has a quote, and I'm going to read it because it's so powerful, and I think it frames the book and why you should read it. So what he says is, your entire life changes the day that you decide you will no longer accept mediocrity for yourself. When you realize that today is the most important day of your life, you can start to change. That quote really hit me hard, right? Like, the book is built on, in case you didn't notice by the title, Miracle Morning, the book is built on how to start framing your day to have an amazing day, and that all starts in the morning. So Hal's got what he calls the Savers Formula. Basically, it's an acronym for the actions that you're going to take in the morning and how it will impact your day. He makes it so simple. He really makes it simple that any person can pick up this book. By the way, you can read it in less than a day. It's a very small book that has a massive impact on your life. But these savers really are going to help you start to realize the areas in your life, like I mentioned earlier, where you've just been surviving and not thriving. And I know that we don't want to do that, right? Like, nobody just wants to get through life, right? Like, do you just want to get through life? Or do you want to feel like your life has purpose and that you're achieving your goals? So this book's also for the person that I would say, you know, has a goal in mind, something that they want to be doing that they're not doing. If that's you, this book will absolutely create a roadmap to get you there. You'll start to see these small wins build up every day, and then you'll be able to make the massive changes that you need in your life so that you truly are thriving and not just surviving. As part of the actionable insight, because you guys know I want to get us into action, learning without execution is useless. You guys know that's one of my favorite quotes. So what are you going to take away from this book? Well, right off the bat, Hal is going to help you start a pre-bedtime routine. I can't stress to you how important it is that we set ourselves up for success for the next day. That starts at night. He's going to give you a formula. I encourage you to print it off in the Miracle Morning resources. Start reading that out, and you will automatically start to see an improvement in how you live out your day. The next actionable insight that you're going to take away, and this one's kind of funny, but it's how you talk to yourself. We all do it, right? Whether it's good or bad, we walk around throughout the day telling ourselves things. I can't do that. I'm no good at memorizing. I could never do that. I never, all these negative self-talk. What we don't realize is how that negative self-talk affects us. So, as part of your actionable items, I encourage you to start with the affirmations. Start being the person that you want to be. Start telling yourself the things that you want to do. I see myself as a runner. I see myself as a reader. I am 100% committed to being the parent that I want to be. Does it mean I'm perfect? No, but I'm not going to let my negative self-talk get in the way. So let's dig into some of my favorite quotes coming out of this book. One, and this one just really blows my mind, and I'm going to put it up in my office. Discipline creates lifestyle. Discipline creates a lifestyle. If you want a life that you don't currently have, you are going to have to do things that you're not currently doing. What got you here will not get you there. It takes discipline. And as we know, discipline a lot of times just comes down to having habits that work for our benefit. My next favorite quote coming out of the Miracle Morning, he talks about how a lot of times we delay our happiness. And he pinpoints it in the book really well. He says, "Love the life you have while you create the life of your dreams. Don't think that you have to choose one or the other." We can absolutely love where we're at in the journey right now as we build the life of our dreams. Happiness is absolutely something that we can and do deserve to have right now. For those of you who are on the fence if The Miracle Morning is a book that you should read, I'm going to end with one of my favorite quotes from the book. He says, "Remember, the moment you accept total responsibility, you claim the power to change everything in your life." Comment below and we will be picking a lucky winner to give the Miracle Morning to. And I highly encourage you guys, if you haven't already, grab a copy of it. One of the cool things about this book, and I didn't mention it earlier, is the original book is called The Miracle Morning. However, he has lots of other versions of The Miracle Morning that are based on professions. So he's got one for realtors, one for marketers, one for families and parents, one for millionaires. So check out all the different versions of The Miracle Morning, and I promise you guys won't be disappointed. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you follow us on Facebook so you don't miss any of our featured content.